Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Robert. Robert is from Dallas in Texas in the USA. So let's see what Robert has to say. Enjoy the interview. Robert, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm very well. Thank you so much for taking the time today for the interview. Thank you.
Hold on.
So how's your day been so far, Robert?
It's been good so far. I've already worked with three clients already.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a productive day.
So tell me, what do you do for a living?
I am a personal trainer and a massage therapist.
Tell me, in your opinion, what's the best part of being a personal trainer?
The best part of being a personal trainer is being able to help people completely change their lives physically, mentally, and also getting to work out with them as well.
And fitness always been in your life?
I've been working out since I was very young, yes. But there was a period in my life where I stopped working out and I gained weight and just partied, and that's it. So I got it back like years ago. So it's been with me since then.
And when you start your career as a massage therapist?
It's been about 10 years, a little over 10, like maybe 11 years now.
And why you decided to become a massage therapist? How did it happen?
Well, because I like to get massages, and I'm really good at giving the massages. Plus, I'm good with the anatomy, and it pays good money.
Good. And tell me, where are you from, Robert?
I'm originally from El Paso, Texas.
Okay, and where are you living now?
I'm living in Dallas, Texas.
Wow. And why Dallas?
Because I had two friends, like when I first moved so it's going to be almost 20 years since living here in Dallas. So almost 20 years ago, these two friends of mine moved here, and they kind of convinced me to come. And I was trying to basically find new opportunities for careers when I first came here. So I was doing something completely different when I first got here.
I see. And all your family are back in El Paso?
Yeah, the ones that are still alive at least. So, but except for me and my sister, both live here in Dallas.
Okay, very good. Right, so are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Sure.
Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have here friend full of random fun questions, okay? But before we start the game, I would like you to tell me something interesting about yourself.
Something interesting about myself? Well, I don't know. Well, what's interesting to some people may not be interesting to most, but I like to collect little figures, little monitos. You know what they are?
Yeah.
They're little action figures, little miniature stuff. So I'm fascinated by that, and I like to collect anything small like that.
And how big is your collection right now?
Well, it's really not that big right now. So I started a long time ago, and then I stopped, and then I kind of just started again. So
very good. Right, so I'm just gonna play a song now just for us to relax before the first question, okay?
Okay.
Let's do it. Okay, Robert. So just before we start the game, through the journey, if there is a question that you don't want to talk about for some reason, you don't want to answer, always can change. Okay.
Okay, that's cool.
Let's go. Right. The first question is, what's something you wish you could do every single day?
I wish that I could, and it's doable, but I wish I could go to the beach every day. Actually,
how far are you from the beach?
I'm too far. Eventually, it'll be that way. I just have to work my way to do it. But yes, that's something that
Saying that, Robert, you said
I would like to do, like, I mean, it's not a bad habit or anything like that, but I mean, sometimes I wish I could drink every day, but I can't.
You're saying that you've been living in Dallas for the last 20 years. What is the best part of living in Dallas?
The best part is the weather. I do like the weather most of the time, and it's just kind of it's not a fast city. It's a very slow city, easy. You know, I mean, it's just a good, nice city for me. It's been good to me. So.
I see. And being gay in Dallas, do you find like safe or approachable? The community there are acceptable?
Yes, I think so. I've never had an issue with being gay anywhere here in Dallas. So.
Very good. Second question. Let's do it. Next question for you is, what makes you most uncomfortable about dating?
That I'm too short for somebody. Yeah.
Why is that? Just because you feel you always tend to date taller guys, or you find quite difficult to meet guys?
I guess, I don't know. It's funny. It's weird, but yeah, I guess it's the uncomfortableness of somebody. If somebody, I mean, I wouldn't feel that uncomfortable if somebody feels uncomfortable with me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I like taller guys. Like, say, I'll just say, I like taller guys, or at least guys my size. I'm about 5'6", but for some reason, I think taller guys don't like shorter guys sometimes. And I find that taller guys that I've tried to date, or them dating other guys, are pretty much dating guys just as tall as them. So I'm insecure a little bit.
Interesting point. Let's go for another question, Robert. Before the next question, tell me a little bit about your tattoos. I can see some of them. How old were you when you had the first one?
Well, I was 18 when I had my first one, and that's, I believe, on this side, small little ankh there. I was 18, and then I just kind of slowly started getting them. I started getting a lot more when I obviously moved to Dallas. And I have a lot of 13s, which I started getting on Friday the 13th. Every Friday the 13th, this friend of mine kind of had introduced me to this tattoo place that would do them for $13, but they were like smaller little tattoos. So he was like, yeah, I go every Friday the 13th. And I was like, shit, I want to go. I'll go. So I started going every Friday the 13th to get a tattoo. And then I haven't done it in the past, like maybe 2 or 3 Friday the 13th, because I would rather have bigger ones. I'd rather get bigger ones, you know. So I did about 2 or 3 of them. But that's basically how it all started too.
Which one is the latest one, and what's the meaning of it?
The latest one is, I believe, it's this one.
Yeah,
it's a little dog. This is my little Chihuahua.
Oh,
he died. Yeah, he died 2 years ago.
Wow, I like this one as well in your neck. I like this one in your neck.
That one's pretty. So one I have like I always wanted a neck tattoo. That was two. I was always like, but I was like, God, I was fearful of the pain, but it wasn't too bad. But the latest one is that I'm trying to get another one soon.
Do you know where it's going to be, the next one?
I don't. I have to think about it. Oh, actually, yes, I do. I stand corrected. It's gonna be another woman, a face of a woman with like a spider web, kind of like a Black Widow type of thing with a spider web, and I'm gonna put on my leg, on my thigh.
Good.
Either that or on my arm to cover my other side of the arm.
See. Next question for you is, what is the first thing that you think about when you wake up?
What time is it? When I wake up, I do think, what time is it? I gotta look at my schedule basically. So.
Are you more a day or night person?
I'm more of a, it all depends. I think I'm more of a day person. I mean, I'm a night person too, because I mean, I stay up, the latest I ever stay up maybe 12 midnight. And then, because I have clients in the morning. Mm-hmm. So, I have to make sure at least I'm in bed by 12 midnight. But I don't like to, I mean, as much as I would love to sleep in, you know, it's very hard for me to sleep in unless I'm like very, very sleepy and tired. But I feel like I just waste the day if I basically. So I like to do things during the day mostly, yeah.
Very good. Next question, Robert. Let's do it. Robert from Dallas, Texas. Next question is, what makes you most proud?
What makes me most proud is my business. My business that I've been successful with for the past almost 10 years, yeah. Basically. Wow. 10 years, yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your business.
Well, it's a personal training and massage business, and it's basically a gym. It's a small private training gym that I built myself. I bought all the equipment, so that's why I'm very proud of it, because it's all mine. It's a nice gym. It's a smaller size gym, but it's got everything in a big gym. So I train private clients here, and then I have a massage room that's upstairs. And I'm living in the business at right now because of COVID. Before I wasn't living, I had everything rented it out too. But I plan to do that again, obviously, once I get back up on my feet. But I'm most proud of what I've created, what I've been able to achieve and work, you know what I mean, and for myself, and then also for my clients. You know, they've you know, been able to change a lot about themselves, you know, both physically and mentally. So I'm proud of what I did to them.
Amazing. By the way, this position you are right now is the perfect one, because I can see properly and the light's not in your glass as well, so it's perfect like that. Okay. Saying that, Robert, through these 10 years of your business, what was the most challenging part for you to put it out the business, or during these 10 years for you? And what have you learned during this 10 years period that you say, okay, I'm so grateful, as you said now, you are very proud for your business. What's the biggest lesson you took out of this journey so far?
Well, it takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of passion.
Mm-hmm.
And just dedication to it, because it's very easy to just kind of get distracted or get tired or burnt out, or you know what I mean. But you have to have a passion to have to work all the time, basically, like to be able to work to make to make this type of business work. In other words, you know, you could make other ways work as well, but what I've learned is that it takes a lot of hard work and time and consistency, basically. That consistency is key, because that's how I've been able to actually keep my clients for that long, the ones that have been with me for very long, you know.
I see.
And so if I'm kind of always off taking vacations or traveling, I'm not consistent, you know what I mean? And so that's the key. And once you're there, I think once I'm there, then you can kind of then go different directions from there. But you have to be passionate about what you're doing in whatever business you're doing, because most people I've seen, and I've never like I never try to give unsolicited advice either, you know what I mean, about any, you know what I mean, unless they ask me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it is hard work, and it takes a lot of dedication, and you're gonna have to do it for years to get it, you know, to get it to where you really want it, you know.
Absolutely. I think setting up a business and care, like maintain the business, as you said, is hard work. You need to let it go a lot of things that you know, brings pleasure, or traveling, this and that, because it's the focus and the passion. When you put the passion and the focus together, it works very well.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
exactly.
Next one, let's do it. Robert, being a massage therapist, I'm sure you deal with a lot of energy, yeah? A lot of energy through your clients. And of course, a lot of good energy, and of course, sometimes as well, you know, it's a lot of negativity energy as well, where, you know, they are there, you're doing your job, and of course, they release this negativity. How do you find, you know, for not to bring this energy to your personal life? Do you have like a mechanism for you to block this, you know, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's I was just talking about this to the clients too, but I've just always had an ability to separate work from personal life. And like I said, like when I'm out, you know, when I'm out and about, like I don't want to be asked questions about any type of fitness, you know what I mean? I don't even like telling anybody what I do, really, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Massage either. So I've been very like successful. I don't bring that back, and even in my clients, like, because people say, and people have had experiences even with massage clients, and I you know, I can honestly say that I've never had like a bad experience or a bad energy around me in any of my clients at all, that I felt where I'm like, I can't do this, you know what I mean? Like, because I've heard other people say, oh, they have to stop, and I'm like, luckily maybe it's my karma or the energy that I don't attract that too much, you know. So I don't attract, you know, so no, I'm able to separate that pretty well. But when I decided to totally change my career, as far as going from full-time massage therapist and trainer, from a social work standpoint, I used to be a social worker. I kind of did get burnt out at that point, and I felt like my energy was better helping people work out and massaging them. That's where my energy was better for helping other people. It wasn't no longer, you know, because I was a single gay man. You really can't, you could maybe counsel only single gay men, you know what I mean? But I couldn't counsel, you know, people with children or couples, because it was like, I don't know what it's like to be like that, you know what I mean? How could I be of any service to you other than the knowledge that I have through whatever you know, books or research I've done? But to really match with the person, know what they're going through, and try and help them is something that I wasn't able to do in that. But with massage and fitness, it's a little different, you know what I mean? And there I was a lot more useful to people, I guess, you know what I mean? In that aspect. So
I see. All right. Next question is, as a child, have you ever stolen anything, and how did it happen?
Yes. I still can't. I stole candy. I stole several things, but the one I remember the most is I got caught. Actually, I got wound up getting caught doing it, and it was at the local grocery store too. And I stole this candy with a friend of mine. It was this girlfriend of mine that we were there, and we walked out and they caught us, and we were like, no, we were just so scared, and they wound up just calling our moms, and my mom was like, if you steal again, I'm gonna chop off your fingers and everything. So I never got caught stealing again.
When you think about your hometown, El Paso, in New Mexico, what's the best memories that comes to your mind?
The best memories are going over to. It was actually going over to both my grandmother's homes, actually, because one of them had a ranch in New Mexico, so we'd go there, and then my other one, she didn't have a big ranch, but we just had a lot of fun. I just remember having a lot of fun memories at both my grandmother's houses, and I felt a lot more love. Of course, I felt it at home, but I just felt more love and family when I'd go over to both my grandma's houses.
Grandparents, they always have a special love for us that we never forget.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, and those to me, like, that's where I feel like a child. That's where I feel more. Those are my childhood memories that I had. Fun, because we would do all kinds of stuff with my dad and my grandmother and all. So.
Very good. Ready for another one?
Yes. Go ahead.
Do it. Okay, Robert, next question for you is, describe yourself in one positive word and one negative word only.
Maybe I guess I could say inspiring.
Okay.
Well, inspiring for positive. I inspire at least happiness in people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the negative one?
The negative is messy.
Always been?
Probably. Well, in household form, in household forms, not entirely like a mess, like social. No, just like in home. My room, basically. Yeah.
Next one, let's do it.
Yeah.
Next question for you is, look, talking about messy, look what comes. What is your least favorite chore?
There's two. Well, actually, there's three. My least, my least favorite is probably dishes. I hate dishes.
Do you like cooking?
I love cooking, actually. I love cooking. I just hate doing dishes. But I try, and obviously I have a dishwasher, but I try not to, sometimes the sink just gets full, and I'm like, I don't mean to cuss, but that's my worst chores, dishes. So if I cook, somebody has to clean.
You need to find a boyfriend who doesn't cook and like to wash the dish afterwards.
Yeah, great. It'd be great if I can, if that happens, but
Let's see. Maybe he's watching the interview now. He's gonna go like, you know what? I don't cook at all, but I can do the dishes.
Right? I know.
I had already a few guests on the show from Dallas, actually. There are a few guys from Dallas that participate in the show.
Oh, good. Cool.
Yeah. Next one. Let's do it. Before the next one, as I can see how much you appreciate your job as a personal trainer and your business, of course, always there is a challenge part. What that would be?
The challenging part, honestly, is waking up early. That's the only part of my job that I hate. I'm gonna be honest with you, is having to wake up early. Having to wake up with an alarm just sucks. I hate that, but it comes with the territory. I have to do it. You know what I mean? Like my ideal job would just not have an alarm. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, that's probably the only challenging part.
And let's say people watch the interview that would you like to join you for a personal trainer session. What's the special thing that they're gonna find with you that they cannot find anywhere in another, with another personal trainer or with another like gym or other private space?
Well, just a lot of fun. Since I have more control of the area, it's a private gym. We put on the music. I tell them what to do, and I dance and I sing and I laugh. We talk about current events, make jokes. You know what I mean? Basically, it's a good time here. You know what I mean? It's different, and I bring a good energy every time. You know what I mean? People then they always tell me, "How do you have so much energy?" And I'm just so I think that's the uniqueness. And unless it's something happening in my life that's bringing me down, then people will know. But typically, I just bring a fun, exciting environment to training.
Amazing. Let's join your classes. Let's go and see Robert for a personal training session.
Yes.
Right. Next question is, what is your favorite weekend activity?
Favorite weekend activity is brunch.
And what do you like to eat the most on when you have a brunch? Like, okay, a special brunch. What that would be for you? The menu.
Obviously there has to be eggs, because I love eggs. There has to be eggs there, and maybe sometimes occasionally potatoes, for sure. Potatoes, because I like potatoes too. Eggs, potatoes, and or pancakes or waffles. Yeah.
I feel hungry now.
Oh, and sorry, and I forgot, it's gonna close. And Irish coffee.
To wake you up.
Yes, Irish coffee to wake me up.
Right, Robert, I have 3 questions left for you. Let's do it. Okay, next question is, what is the worst advice you have given?
I guess the worst advice I try not to give. I try not to give bad advice. Like I said, unless they ask me for it, I really don't give anybody advice unless they ask for it, because most of it's just my opinion anyway. It could be my opinion anyway. So I try not to give it, unless it's asked. But I can't think of a specific thing. I may have maybe told them to do something and it didn't work, or it didn't happen, but I can't really tell you exactly what.
That's the answer. I think that's, sometimes some advice can be a bit tricky because, as you said, sometimes it can be a personal for you, but for the person, it doesn't work the way you feel or the way you think, and it can go in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
2 questions left for you. Let's do it. Before the next question, tell me, through those 2 challenging years that the world's been upside down because of the COVID crisis, for you personally, what's the biggest positive impact that the COVID crisis brought for you, and what's the most negative impact that brought to your personal life?
Well, the most positive impact is, just resilience, to be resilient no matter what. And the worst, right? You said the worst impact?
Yeah, the negative impact, yeah.
The negative impact, obviously, for me was financial. But that's about it. I mean, the negative impact for me would just be financial, and everybody has their view on it, and I respect everybody's view on it. But it has brought a lot of, kind of just the way people make decisions or behaviors kind of don't make sense sometimes to me, and that's the impact now that I'm like kind of like, I guess I've matured in different ways, but I like the ideas that I invoke or that I think of are very, they all have common sense. They're all very common sense. Like, and sometimes when people don't, because of the pandemic, have made bad decisions because of it, no matter what, it's like it just doesn't make any sense to me. Sometimes how people are not thinking straight anymore. You know what I mean? Like more common sense. In other words, you know what I mean? Like, get with the program, people. You know what I mean? Like, so that's the negative. I guess the negative. But financially, obviously, that was the most negative impact. But I just kept resilience. I kept the business. I said I don't want to lose this. I kept going. I kept going no matter what. So,
good one. Right. Next question is: where do you see yourself living when you retire?
At some beach somewhere, either Florida, maybe, Florida or Mexico, maybe, some beach in Mexico, or,
good
Florida,
place.
maybe, I don't know, but Florida looks like maybe.
Very good. Ready for the last one?
Sure.
Let's do it. Last question. When I come one day to Dallas to visit my guests who participate on the show, I'm gonna book with you a session to see the energy there.
Oh yeah.
Robert, before the last question, tell me, can you share like a situation when you like through your career as a massage therapist? Can you share a situation that it's staying in your minds, like a special situation that you had with your clients, something that somehow it changed their life, or you gave like a big impact through your massage, doing the massage, if there's something that you can remember.
The most that I remember that I was really useful was this one client. He hasn't come back, but I'm hoping that there's not an issue anymore. But he was really struggling with his shoulder, and he had a lot of pain. He was like, I've lived with this pain for a while, and I've gone to chiropractors, blah, 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 And so I was like, okay, well, I'll do my best to do what I know, And I worked on him several weeks at a time. Like every other week, he started coming, and I worked on him really good. And I told him what the muscles were I was working on, what they did, and it actually worked. Like a couple of weeks later, he was like, a few weeks later, he was like, I don't feel the same anymore. I don't feel pain anymore. I can actually sleep better. It was like, I've been trying. He said, I have been like this for a year. I have been trying to look for everything I can to help me. And he said, and you're the only one that has helped me through this whole time, So that's what I, And for him to say that he went that long, like that was like, geez, like.
Amazing.
So yeah.
Very good.
I'm happy that after that, that, you know, his life changed, you know, completely. Like, he was no longer pain free. You know, he was, you know what I mean? He was able to use his shoulder, he could sleep now. It wasn't this burden in his life anymore.
Very good. Last question for you is, what is the weirdest dream have you ever had?
I guess so. I shouldn't say it's weird, but you know, I'm bald. I'm bald. I have shaved head. So, but I have dreams that I have long hair, and sometimes it's a reoccurring dream all the time that I sometimes wake up to, and I'm always like combing my hair like this.
I love it.
Like this, like Marsha Brady, you know, always like that. And then I wake up, so I was like, oh, you know, like, oh, I don't have any hair, you know. But yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad this question came up to you. Robert, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game, okay? I'm going to give away some words and you just tell me one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay?
Okay.
So, I hope you are enjoying the interview. Before we do the word association game, don't forget to give a like, don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Just click on the button right there. Thank you so much and enjoy the word association game. Family.
Mother.
Money.
Pockets.
One word for love.
Like.
One word for life.
Love.
One word for sex.
Hot.
Politics.
Dumb.
Religion.
Dumber.
One word for fear.
Hate.
Friendship.
Love.
Desire.
Fun.
Regrets.
Sad.
Success.
Happy.
One word for wish.
Fulfillment.
One word for passion.
Lust.
One word for happiness.
Excitement.
One word for El Paso.
Home.
One word for Dallas.
Home.
One word for USA.
Country.
One word for personal trainer.
Awesome.
One word for a massage therapist.
Best.
Right, let's see if I'm gonna say right. The name of your business, Vigor Massage and Personal Trainer?
Yes.
So tell me one word for Vigor Massage and Personal Trainer. One word.
Fun.
Good. Let's pretend I'm going to meet your best friend for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your best friend, what is the most beautiful thing about Robert, and what's something that he still needs to work on, to improve on? What your best friend would say?
Oh, I think she would say, Robert's always laughing. He's happy and laughing and fun. And he probably needs to improve on his, I don't know. I don't know what they would say that I have to improve on.
I'm sure after the interview, they're going to watch the interview, they're going to call you. Actually, you should improve in this, in this, in this.
Yeah, yes, exactly. I'm like...
Right, let's play now, Robert, and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Okay, Robert, you can ask me a question now.
How do you pick your interviewers or interviewees?
If they have a tattoo, if they live in Dallas, if they are massage therapists. I'm joking. No, usually, I think the whole magic of the show is random people around the world. So literally the same way I invited you, I just go online on social media and, I just look some profiles. I tend not to see much about it because I like to get to know my guest through the interview. I just see like the very basic, where they're from, what they do, or some like little things. But yes, literally I tend not to see too much, and I just fire away. I just send away the message the same way I send to you. And if they say yes, and if they get interested to participate in the show, good. If they don't, good as well. I think so. It's all part of the journey, and I'm so fortunate, and I feel so grateful that people, like interesting people like you, always, they have the chance, they take the challenge, they go like, okay, let's see, why not? And so mainly I just like to do with random people. It doesn't matter where they come from, how they look like, and I just found fascinating how people, they have interesting life, interesting stories to tell. And yes, but as I said, if they have tattoos, if they are personal trainers, why not? It's a plus. Joking. I just hope you had a good time. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, I did. Thank you. Yes.
Thanks so much. Thanks.
It helps with my interview skills. I don't get interviewed very much.
There we go. Right. So, and thanks so much for taking the time. I nowadays, I think all of us, we are so busy with our lives, but when somebody takes the time for ourselves, I feel very fortunate, because it's just like giving a moment of your time to someone, and I think that's very special. Before you go, Robert, if you just can share a positive message or a positive quote, something that inspires you in life.
Something that I was thinking about is that when I wake up, is always be grateful for what you have, more so than for what you don't have.
Amazing. Amazing. Very good. Robert, thanks so much. All the best, and keep in touch, okay? And I'll see you in Dallas one day.
Yes, for sure. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Take care. Bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.